YouTube in my 15 Silverado here, and I'm trying to quiet down some of these door rattles when the bass hits. And I did it on the driver's side already, and the reason that it makes a bunch of noise when the bass hits is the speaker vibrates, makes some bass, and the subwoofer in the back too. But this, in between here and underneath the switches and stuff like that, it kind of vibrates against the car. There's some plastic pieces underneath there. So first thing you gotta do is just pull up on this plastic piece from the bottom over here. And it's on these clips. There's like these 4 clips in there, and you kind of pull it out from the bottom. And then there's 4 7mm bolts that hold it on that. And then alright, so I got the bolts out, and it kind of just lifts up. And there's a little like post right there. You gotta kind of clear. And that's it. And you see it back here, these little holes and stuff like that. There's these plastic pins over here that kind of fit into them. And I think that's where some of the rattling comes from. And along here, I'm going to put some sound deadening material, and also along the inside over here of where the switches are, because the switches kind of rattle Noico stuff, especially it's like generic Dynamat like this, cutting up into little pieces, and I'm putting it over the little holes like that, and we're going to poke holes in it. So you just kind of peel off the sticky backing, put it in place. I'm going to poke a hole through it. Alright, so there's how it looks with the guide holes. I just poked a hole inside there because it's kind of soft and material anyway. The holes are not that difficult to poke out with the pins, but I just here's how it looks now. I'm gonna finish up by putting some along the inside over here, and I'm gonna put some reverse facing. I'm gonna stick it onto the inside of here so that the black part can kind of stick out over here on the top a little bit and line it, and also on the bottom here where it touches the plastic over here too, just in case there's any more vibrations. Disconnect the switches and everything like that, just because it's save time. But anyway, I put some on the side to prevent the switches from rattling a little bit. You can kind of see that. And also I got some underneath the edges over there, you can kind of see top and bottom, and that's gonna, I kept the silver on the inside so that the rubber facing on the outside wouldn't really show any of that silver foil. A little bit over here, but when I tuck it up against over here, the idea is that you want it all stuck against over here without it vibrating at all and vibrating against the truck. Alright, button all back up together. I just wanted to show you that you can't really see anything in the sides over there. I hope I did it good enough, because I can kind of hear a little bit of a squeak right there. You hear that? Hope that doesn't make any noise once the cover's on here. Well, let me pop that cover back on, and we'll be... Yep, did it again. There's the bolts. Don't forget to put the bolts back before you put... Alright guys, sorry about that. I forgot. This is one last part I forgot to show that I wrapped on the other side. Or I mean, I put in the Noico stuff. It's just that molding there on the side, right? That covers that up. But this thing kind of flops around a little bit too much when the bass hits. So I got the majority of the sound control, that flapping noise that the thing makes in the door, on both sides in the front. And this thing still kind of flaps around when the bass hits really hard. Alright guys, there you have it. So there's what I did with the Noico wrap. And my thinking behind this was just to kind of get the panel to have no gap in between it, no wiggle room, no like flapping around or anything like that. So we'll see how it does now. There it is, all buttoned up. Snap it back, and it doesn't make any kind of squeaky noises anymore. So hopefully we're good.